Hi guys, welcome to another video. It's been quite a long time since I lastly made a video. I honestly don't even know how long it's been. I can't even remember what the last video was. I think it was the Chromecast something video. It's been quite a while. Anyway, thank you for being here with me as we witness the rebirth of Kennie the Techie. Is that a nice way to put it? I'm not sure. Anyway, so today I have with me here the Infinix Note 5. It's my new daily driver. Yeah, the other phone took a swim in the kitchen sink. Don't ask how that happened. And yeah, so I thought I'd give my first impressions video of this Infinix Note 5 because honestly I am taken by it. Yeah, it's quite something. So I hope you'll enjoy this. So when I got this thing, I was honestly too curious because an Infinix running Android One with these crazy specs at the price that I got it at, I was too curious, so with no unboxing happening. But generally speaking, you just get some simple packaging, and I really like this Android One. So you already know that you're going to be part of the Android One program, which means, of course, latest security patch updates, which are usually monthly, and of course, these phones are guaranteed to have the latest version of to be part of the Android One program for I think it's around 2 years. Yeah, so it means since we are at Android Oreo, when Android P comes out, it still doesn't have its code name. It means this Note 5 is going to be part of it. And for me, I am not really a camera guy. I'm not. The one thing for me that matters most in a phone is the software experience of actually using the phone. So for me, having something that's close to stock Android is really good for me. So yeah, you get the box, of course you get the usual documentation and everything. Yeah, this is the receipts. Yeah, this video is not sponsored by anyone. I actually got this. You get this, immediately you open it up, meet your Google Assistant, just to emphasize on the whole Android One thing. Then you also get your SIM ejector tool, some documentation at the back. And then here you have the charger and a pair of really bad earphones. Those I just listened to them once and I put them away. I guess for them to hit such a convincing price, this is retailing at online Jumia, I think it's around 17,900, which is basically 18,000 Kenyan shillings. And you can get it in most shops around town for anywhere about 20,000 shillings. Yeah, so I guess if you are able to wait for it for a day or two to be delivered, then your best bet will be going online on Jumia. Yeah, so I was saying, at the price that you get this, then it will make sense that they will have to cheap out on some things, for example, the audio experience, which is why the earphones and some of the accessories are not so good. So when you, let me put this all aside, yeah, so some of the specs to note are that it has a 4,500 milliampere hour battery, and it has an 18:9 aspect ratio. This is something for me that is really huge. Now it's sort of now in the same class as world class flagship devices. Most premium flagships rock 18:9 aspect ratios. And it has a 2160 by 1080p IPS panel. This technically means you have a 2K screen. You know, of course, there is 720, 1080, 2K, maybe some even have 3K and then 4K. And there's even 8K these days, but I'm yet to see that on a phone. Yeah, maybe I forgot to mention, it also comes with this silicone cover. I guess it's nice to protect your back from all the smudges because it has a glass back, which is essentially a fingerprint magnet. So in addition to this, you get a 12 megapixel rear camera and a 16 megapixel selfie shooter. And one of the main ways that they're trying to advertise it is as a low light selfie shooter. So they're trying to say that it performs well at low light. So it will be interesting to see whether it's grainy or not. Another thing is, from the aesthetics, when you look at it, it makes you get the feeling that it has a dual camera system at the back, but don't be fooled, one of them is just the flash. And of course you can see it comes with a rear mounted fingerprint sensor that is actually quite fast. Yeah. Something a bit to say, I stole this one from Saruni Techie. So Saruni, if you're watching this, cool. Yeah, so in addition to that, you get an octa-core CPU, which is the Helio P23, MediaTek Helio P23. That's clocked at 2000 gigahertz. But of course, when you hear, I think sometimes people are very much absorbed by this by these terminologies. When you hear octa-core CPU, you think, oh god, 8 cores, this thing must be so good. But that's not really the case. You find of the 8 cores, only 2 are clocked at the maximum 2.0 gigahertz. Then the rest get clocked downwards. And of course, it doesn't use all the cores at the same time in order to save on power. So it all uses, depending on the kind of load that you're subjecting the phone to. It has something they call X-Charge, which means it's going to charge very fast. Well, I've had it for around a day now, and it seems to charge quite okay. So I'm yet to be able to tell exactly how fast or how slow the X-Charge thing really is. It has a single speaker at the bottom, micro USB, headphone jack, yay to the headphone jack, power button on the side, volume rockers, and then your SIM tray is over here. So it has 2 nano SIMs and the micro SD card slot all in one. So it's something nice to note, because some premium flagships give you the option of having a twin SIM, but the twin SIM goes to the SD card slot. So you have to compromise. Either you have both SIMs or you have one SIM and an SD card slot. At the top, nothing, and on this will be the left side, there's also nothing. I also really like the fact that the bezels are kind of thin, as in for an Infinix phone. I've never seen an Infinix that has bezels this thin, so this is good, especially since you might have all noticed we're slowly transiting to a bezel-less world, what with all the notches going around and all. Yeah. So I think after talking about all these specs, then it's quite clear what my impressions are, but hey. So generally, I like that it's not that heavy. I really, really like this aspect ratio, and I think the screen is the biggest thing that you get here. And maybe I also forgot to mention it comes with 3 gigabytes of RAM and 32 gigabytes of internal storage that is expandable up to 128 gigabytes. So that means you're definitely not running out of space anytime soon. So first impressions that it's a really good device. It's something that I'm really curious to see how it works over the long term. So far, no stuttering. All my apps seem to run really well. I really am enjoying this screen, and I'm also really enjoying Android One. Just yesterday I was able to get the May, I think it was the May or the June security patch. Let me check that in the settings. System upgrade. Yes, I have the May security patch. Well, of course, this also means it's a bit late since we're in July, but then it means maybe the patches come towards the end of the month, towards the next month. So it means now, since it's the beginning of July, we should be expecting the June patch really soon. And then something to note is that the flavors of Android One are slightly customized, because I noticed when you're picking around the settings and also when you're installing it, it comes with some of these apps like CalCare and all this funny bloatware that we all don't like. And I once had some phone called General Mobile that was also part of the Android One program, whose flavor of Android One was slightly different. But the main thing is that this is as close to stock Android as it gets. From here, the next point you go is to the Pixel devices, and which will cost almost 5 times as much as this. So here you're getting Android One, close to stock Android experience on the chip, which is really good. So yeah, I look forward to testing this out and seeing how it serves me, and a review will definitely be coming up sooner rather than later. Yeah, so thank you very much for watching this. It felt nice trying to do a video. Felt a bit weird too, because I think I'm recognizing all the stupid mistakes I'm doing here. But yeah, that's cool. It's part of the process. So I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.